Well, hello, there's Denari, Cosmo Euphoria. Hey there, I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? Cosmo Euphoria, how are you doing? And as V Ramirez, how are you doing? Let me hold on, let me open up my stream over here. How's everybody doing? Hello, this is Melissa. Hey Melissa, how's everybody doing? Sending love back to you. Hey mom. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Cosmo Euphoria, I haven't talked to you in a long time. I hope everything is well. Hey, Dario. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to this evening. How are you doing, Miss Melissa? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're not going to be long tonight. We're not going to be long tonight. I see your hair is still beautiful. Your hair is still gorgeous. I still love your hair, girl. Brianna. Hi, Brianna. Hey, Jesus girl Betty, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Please forgive me. I have a fan blowing back here, but I think I turned it up a little too high, so I'm not sure if the noise is blowing in the microphone. I know it's blowing my hair all over my face, so forgive me. Well, of course, Melissa, your family. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm not going to be on long tonight because I'm gonna be let's see. Okay, I'm sorry, I had some text coming through. Thank you so much, Starseed in the making. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna be on long tonight. You can hear me well? Okay, good. Thank you. But I'm not gonna be on long tonight because for the next few weeks I'm gonna do something different. Because there's 4 more weeks before my conference and 5 more weeks for the courses that I'm offering. And so I want to come on here and I want to talk to you guys about the conference and the courses. So I'm going to wait for a few minutes for everyone to come in. Hey, let it. Okay, then. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just waiting for a few more people. I'm just waiting for Just Be Real to come on. I'll go ahead and start real quick. But thank you guys so much for being here. Well, hey there, Cluster Be Free Karen. How are you, Auntie Karen? Good to see you. You said, let it be. Okay, I got you. Hold on. Is that a B? Oh, it is a B. I don't have my glasses on. I'm sorry. I thought you telling me let it be. I said, okay, I'll let it be. Let it be. Okay, I didn't see the B on there. I don't have my glasses on. It looked like a little house for me. I said, let it house? Let it be. Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I hope you're feeling much better, Miss Karen. I hope you're feeling much better. There she goes. Hey, Just Be Real. How are you? Just Be Real. I was just telling them, so your trauma came from Texas? But don't worry, it's going to be online. Just Be Real. I was just letting them know tonight I'm not going to be on long for the next well, it's probably not even 4 Sundays. For the next few Sundays, I'm going to be talking about the conference and the courses that are coming up. And so I won't have a topic. So I'm just going to come on. I'm just going to talk about the conference coming up and the courses that are coming up. And then Super Nat, that's what I'm talking about. But you strong, Karen. You a thug. So your body's a thug. You know, you healing hard, fast. You're an honorary Chamberlain. So you already know we heal fast. That's quick. Oh, they're asking about purchasing a ticket to the class? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start then, since they're already asking. Okay, so let me tell you about it first. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the classes. Then I'm gonna go back and talk about the conference. Okay, so I'm not gonna be on long tonight because I'm gonna focus these next few Sundays on the conference and the classes because I want you guys to get tickets. And I'm gonna talk about the conference last. I'm gonna talk about the classes. And so hopefully you guys have seen my flyer. I have my flyer up. I don't know if this is backwards on here. So this is my flyer for those of you. I guess you guys see that big light ring back there, huh? So hold on, let me see. Okay, so that's my flyer I put up. So here goes the flyer that I have up, and this is the Austin trip. So you do. Listen, so Austin, Texas, y'all. So you guys remember Okay, hold on. Let me fix this camera, okay? Because my little thing is loose. Give me just a second. Let me fix this Instagram. My little thing came loose. I don't want to fall while I'm talking. And you guys are looking up my skirt. Not. So listen, so Austin, Texas, August 5th. I want you guys to join me in on August 5th in Austin, Texas. Just Be Real is going to be there with me, but I only have slots. There's only 12 slots left. That's all I have. That's all I'm putting out. I don't think I'll be able to do it on Zoom. I know some of you guys wanted to do it on Zoom, but I don't think that I'll be able to do it on Zoom. Number one, I got to carry all my equipment over there, and I have to take that equipment to Chicago that following week. But I don't think I'm going to be on Zoom. Number one, because of the place where I'm going to rent, the place I'm going to rent, I'm not sure if they have the capabilities of me providing the class because I usually provide the class with PowerPoint. And so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the PowerPoint and do the class on Zoom all at the same time. So this will be in person in Austin, Texas. And I'm doing 3 classes. So it's going to be 4 hours and I'm doing 3 classes. The first one, so let me look. So I told you guys that I'm coming up with I think it's like 10 modules. It's about parenting. It's parenting 101. It's getting control back in your household. And I told you guys I was going to come up with a parenting class where you can, is parental mod, is behavior modification for children. Some of your children are out of control. Some of your kids, your little poo-poos and stuff like that, they drive other folks crazy. People don't want you coming to where they at because they know that you got to bring your kids. And so a lot of times you find out you are not invited places. Some people, one thing I think they said on Facebook, one thing that I cannot stand is a disrespectful child and a parent that thinks that's cute and funny. People that don't know how to discipline their children. You have young people that are having kids and really don't know what to do with their children, letting the kids run all over the place, tear stuff down. And then there are some parents that are counter co-parenting with a narcissist that really don't know how to parent because they're afraid. Number one, you're afraid that if you discipline your child that they'll love the other parent more than they love you, and the other one's a narcissist, which is a myth, which is not true. And this is the introductory course to that particular series of courses that I'm going to be doing. Even though I'll be in Austin to see you on the 5th to do these classes, there's 3 of them that I'm doing. The rest of these parenting classes, this is just the first one. This is the introductory one. And that is just one that I'm going to be doing. The other ones I will be doing on Zoom as I create those classes. This one, I'm going to bring it to Austin. And the introductory topic is parenting styles and child behavior outcomes. I want you to understand the role that you play in your child's behavior. Some of you guys are raising narcissist children. Some of you are guilt parenting. Some of you are parenting out of fear. Some of you guys are parenting and you don't know how to parent. You're afraid that they're going to love the narcissist more than they're going to love you. So you don't have any type of boundaries. You don't have any type of rules in place. You don't have chores in place. You let them do whatever. You're doing what the narcissist is doing. And really it's counterproductive because you're setting them up for failure. And in this course, this introductory course, I'm going to be addressing you. We got to modify your behavior before you modify their behavior. So the first thing we need to do is look at, number one, the style of parenting you came from and how you turned out to be the way that you are. And that'll also let you know why you attract the people that you attract in your life. And then also as a parent, noticing your parenting style and why you parent the way that you parent and what kind of behavior results it can have on your children and what can happen to your children in the future. And so this course, the first course, and this course is from 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning. And this one is parenting styles and child behavior outcomes. So that is the introductory of the 10 module. It may be more, 10 to 12 module of the parenting course that I am creating for parents that are having a hard time parenting. So that's the first course that I'm doing. The second course, which is from 10 to 11 a.m., is manipulators and what drives them. 6 basic narcissist types. So manipulators, You got to understand that the narcissist is a manipulator, but everybody that's a manipulator is not a narcissist. And so I'm going to be discussing the different types of manipulators, why they're doing what they're doing, what is their mindset, what drives them to do what they are doing. And then I'm going to break down the six different types, the basic types of narcissists, so you can kind of blend those behaviors together. So the first course is parenting styles and child behavior outcome. So how you were parented and how you come, so you'll get an understanding why you are the way that you are. You'll get an understanding of why you do and why you attract the people that you attract. And it's going to be an honest look at yourself and you'll start understanding why you're attracting certain type of relationships and people and what is in your mind, what's driving you. And then for you as a parent, to see your outcome, but for you as a parent, what type of parenting style you have and what kind of result this can have on your children. So that's the introductory course to my to the course that I'm coming up with for parenting. The parenting course is taking your authority back in parenting. This is module number 1. The other modules I would do via Zoom as I create those courses. So that one, the first one is 9 to 10 and 10 to 11 is manipulators and what drives them. So, you're talking about manipulators, toxic people. Not every manipulator is a narcissist, but what they're doing when they manipulate and how they're manipulating. What's driving them to manipulate the way that they do? What is the purpose of what they're doing? So you guys get an understanding, and it's going to make you more. It's going to make you more sensitive, and it's going to make you more aware. Your eyes are going to be more open and aware of how people manipulate, even how you manipulate, because the supply oftentimes manipulates in order to get their needs met. And so that's manipulators. And then I'm going to break down the 6 different types of narcissists. And you guys are going to get a better understanding of what a covert narcissist is, because some people, what you think a covert is not exactly what the covert is. And so we're gonna talk about these 6 different types of narcissists. And then from 11 to 12 is breaking codependency. Now I did this live. Some of you guys came, but I'm going to come and bring the course to you. But breaking codependency. There's 26 different types of traits I want you to recognize and see which of the different traits you have. Because then you'll also, with all these together, you're going to start understanding parenting. You're going to start understanding manipulating people, understand your parenting style, where you came from. Is going to help you to understand how people manipulate, how you manipulate it, so you can catch the game before it happens. And we're going to break down codependency. Why are you so codependent? Not every person that's in a domestic violent relationship is codependent. Some domestic violent relationship, your right is taken away to make a choice. But those people that are codependent, they have a need to be needed. They have a wound on the inside and they need to be needed, and they become caretakers versus caregivers. And so those are the 3 courses, and that one is from 11 to 12. And then from 12 to 1, we're going to have discussion and questions and answers where I get to talk to you. We're going to sit at the table. It's a conference table. We're going to sit at the table and we're going to have a discussion about this. And we're going to have a discussion about all 3 of these classes. How does this fit into your lifestyle? What has happened? How does this play out? Some advice. I'm going to do a little coaching, so we're going to have some group coaching at the very end. So those are 4 hours. So if you want to do one class, just one class, each class is $150. So each class is $150. So if you do all 3 classes, you pay separate, you pay $150. You may not want to go to all 3 of them. If you want to go to 1, if you want to go to 2, or if you want to go to all 3 of them. If you do all 3 of them, the question and answers and the group coaching is included in the 4th hour. If you're just doing one per class, then you're just going to do 1 per class. If you do all 4 of the classes, all 3 of the classes, that 4th hour is added in for group coaching, question and answers, and support. And those 4 hours, $300. So either you can do one class, $150, or you can do all 3 classes with the 4th hour of coaching and support for $300. That you can find on overcomingnarcissistabuse.ticketleap.com. Just be real. Can you make sure you post that on all my sites, everywhere that you are? Just post that. Just go to overcomingnarcissistabuse.ticketleap.com. You'll see my conference. You'll see the classes where you can register for those classes. Now, if you need to make payments, if you would like to make payments for those classes, email me at drcarmenbryant@outlook.com. And when you email me at drcarmenbryant@outlook.com, let me know you would like to set up payment arrangements, and I will send you an invoice so that you can make payment arrangements. And then you can pay, and there's a cutoff for the payment. And that's probably in about 5 weeks. So the cutoff will be in 4 weeks. So you'll have 4 weeks to pay on those classes. And then just drive over to Austin. If you're in the Dallas area, San Antonio area, wherever you are in the Austin area, then you just drive on over there. And what we'll do is when the class concludes, and that includes everybody that came to the classes. When the class conclude, we'll let Just Be Real point us to a restaurant. And then we'll just go to a restaurant and we'll have lunch together. So not only are you going to get 3 classes, not only do you get the support, the question and answers, and the support, the coaching in that 4th hour, and then afterward, we'll all go somewhere to go eat. We'll let Just Be Real make some suggestions, and we'll all go out to eat afterward, okay? So we'll hang out for the day. So those of you that are interested, like I said, if you need to make payment arrangements, just go to drcarmenbryant@outlook.com. Oh, I know better? Okay, I'll pick the restaurant then. So drcarmenbryant@outlook.com if you'd like to make arrangements, but I want you guys to meet me in Austin. There's only 12 seats left. I want you guys to meet me there, and we're going to have a great time. This is very listen, you're not going to find this kind of stuff for this price either. So I'm just telling you guys ahead of time, you're not going to find this kind of information, and then this one-on-one interaction, you're not going to find this anywhere. I'm telling you guys now, you're not going to find it anywhere. Okay? So that's the courses. That's August 5th. August 5th, Austin, Texas, beginning at 9 a.m. and it's going to end at, at 1 o'clock. So I'll probably do like 30 minutes so that we can clean out and everything, but from 9 to 1 o'clock. And you have a choice. You can pick one of the 3 classes or pick all 3 of them at a discounted rate. And then if you do all 3 of the classes, in that the 4th hour is the group coaching, the question and answers, and the support. And we're all going to be sitting at the table together. So we're going to be sitting together in a conference room, and I'm going to do it in a conference room. So it's convenient, it's easy. We can stay cool. So you don't sweat ourselves thin in there. So, and then after the class is all over with, we'll go out to eat. Okay. She says she has no clue. She just got there. Okay. I'll pick out the restaurant there. No problem. We'll pick out we can come up with a restaurant. We'll just pick out a restaurant. So, yes. So that's the class. Now let's talk about the conference. I have a conference coming up on July 29th. And so please excuse me, y'all. I got this fan blowing, so it's blowing up into my hair. I'm surprised my hair is not standing straight up, or the wig done came off or something. But listen, so on July 29th, I was going to fly out to California, but many of you expressed more interest in being online than in person. And so it's more convenient then in that case just to go ahead and do it online. And so listen, I'm doing a conference, and those of you that come online is $250. If you need to set up payment arrangements, we have payment arrangements, and you can do it in 4-week increments. That's $63 a week. If you guys need to make payment arrangements for that, email me, drcarmenbryant@outlook.com, or if you go to overcomingnarcissistabuse.ticketleap.com, you will find the link on there to pay. And it's Zoom only. It's on Zoom only. So don't look at I think I canceled I closed the other ones out, but it's Zoom only. And listen, $250, you got 5 speakers. You got myself. You're going to have a good friend of mine, which is Bridget Griffin. She is a domestic violence advocate for the Victims First program in Seattle, Washington. You're going to have a newcomer that's coming on. Her name is Dr. Paula Tucker. Dr. Paula Tucker. She is a traumatic brain injury researcher. Then you have my big sister. Her name is Bishop Kathy Gibson. You guys know her, Kathy Gibson. My life is intentional. Powerful. My sister is bad. Let me just tell you that. Well, you got to look who our mother is, but my sister is bad. And I just happened to be going back and looking at last year's conference, and I was editing, and like the people that were speaking last year, I was listening to her. I was like, man, you guys have no idea what you missed. And so what I'm doing is I did some clips from last year's conference, and I should have it up tomorrow because I've been telling you guys I'd have it up, but I didn't realize how much work editing is. So I'm editing the video, and hopefully either tonight or tomorrow, I'll have the clips up so that you can see what you missed last year's conference, but you get an idea of what the speakers talk about, what the speakers are like, and then my mom, listen, Apostle Helen Sadler, hands down. I'm gonna figure out what that means. Hands down. My mama bad. Y'all, my mama bad, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. My mama bad. Listen, she came on and started the moment she opened up her mouth. I forgot I was editing. And I'm just watching her as she's talking. I said, oh, I can't give you all of that. I can't give you all of that. I can't give you everything that Bishop Kathy said. I can't give you everything Apostle Helen Sadler said. Can't give you all that. I'm gonna have to give you little clips and pieces to make you hungry. But you're gonna have my sister, Bishop Kathy Gibson. She's gonna be speaking. My mom, Apostle Helen Sadler, she's going to be speaking. And this year's conference is Unpacking Your Trauma. Listen, we're going to be talking about, listen, and I know we're live, and so I don't know the rules when it comes to like what you can and cannot say on social media and everything. I just want to make sure I put a disclaimer out there. This is for educational purposes. And these are topics that are talked about in mental health, that are talked about in coaching, that are talked about in research and everything. But listen, we're going to be talking about sexual trauma. We're going to talk about sexual assault, sexual trauma, childhood sexual trauma. We're going to be talking about generational trauma. We're going to be talking about sexual trauma to a point where how your mind perceives relationships. After being sexually assaulted or traumatized as a child, how you get sucked into certain types of relationship, why you are the way that you are, and for some people, believe it or not, now this is not all of the LGBTQAI plus community, but if you talk to a lot of them have been sexually assaulted or violated when they were young. Not all of them, but a lot of them have been assaulted when they were young. And they will tell you, I've had clients tell me, you know what, Dr. C, I would never be with a man. I would never ever be with a man ever, because they were sexually violated by their fathers and stepfathers or people that played a role in their life as a father figure. You have some men that said they would never be with a woman because they were sexually violated by their mothers or female figures. Or yeah, it is triggering. It is. And some men, they say they became hypersexual because of what they were exposed to at a very young age. They became very hypersexual to a point where their age group at 15, 16 years old, their age group, they couldn't, the age group couldn't keep up with them because of how they were manipulated, how they were assaulted when they were young. Some men have rage problems. Some men have, issues. So imagine all this, and we're going to be talking about generational trauma, not just that part, but like, where you come from in your family, how you had people fighting each other and added you in the equation and you become traumatized, and that how you look through the eyes of your abuser to judge yourself. You're never satisfied. You're never healed. You never can overcome your trauma because you constantly look at yourself through the lens and the eyes of the people that abuse you. You live your life based off of the words that people have said in your life. So those are not even your words, but they're echoes. These are echoes of your past, and you're living like in an ecosystem. You're living blind, but you're living by the words and the echoes of your past. And these are not even your thoughts. And you have been so traumatized. Men, some of you have grown up in a household where, there's a history of slavery. And in that history of slavery, can you imagine these people have been traumatized and what they had to teach their children in order to survive? Don't ever fall in love. Don't ever get emotionally connected to somebody because, the master will take them away. The Native Americans, where they had to watch their children being taken from them to be stripped of their native heritage, to change their language and their belief systems, to have the land stolen from them. Can you imagine, in a lot of Native American communities, you see the high volume of alcoholism and dysfunction within the families and in the communities. Where do you think that come from? That generational trauma. Some of you guys are connected to that. Do you know that that trauma from the past, from generations back, stays in your DNA? Do you know PTSD and anxiety and depression is passed on? Somebody committed suicide. Do you know that you're more likely to have suicidal ideations? Do you know that? Do you know that when people have been traumatized and they live anxious all the time, that the whole family, you can go back in generations and find out that family have lived in fear. Everybody got an anxiety problem. Everybody nervous. Everybody got an anxiety problem. Everybody got eating disorder. Everybody's obese. Everybody got health issues. Everybody got big bellies. That's that generational trauma. And so listen, I want you guys to be. I'm just giving you tidbits. I'm just giving you a little bit to get your palate wet. But you don't want to miss this. Think about it. It's from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 p.m. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9 hours. 9 hours. And you guys are getting 9 hours of five experts in the field of where they work for $250. Y'all can't beat that. I promise you, this conference right here is about a $5,000-$6,000 conference. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you guys now, take advantage of it while you can. Some of the people that are on my platforms are people that you're not going to be able to pay this price for and see them speak in public or even be on their I'm telling you. And I know for a fact I'm one of them. I'm one of them. My mother and my sister are one of them. you know, I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to get this type of conference to hear them speak for the price at what you're getting now. It's $250 for 9 hours of stuff that you are asking questions about right here on social media. And Just Be Real will tell you, if I could bring Just Be Real on camera, listen, she will tell you there are conversations that we have during the conference that you would never hear me have on social media. Am I right? Just Be Real. There are conversations that you hear from the speakers that you will never ever hear on social media ever. There's information that is put out in these conferences you'll never get on social media. Never, never, because that's too much information. So a lot of you guys are on social media and you're hearing me, you're hearing people like Telsha, you hear people like my mother, my sister, and you think it's a lot of information, and it is. It's good information. It's good information. But I promise you, there's one thing: when you see us in person or you're on Zoom with us, it's even more deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. And we raw. When I say we raw, we raw. We use the correct terminology for body parts. We say whatever we need to talk about, we talk about. Because if we're not going to do it, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? That's 9 hours, $250. Go to overcomingNarcissistAbuse.ticketleap.com. Get you a ticket. If you need to make payments, it's $63 a week for 4 weeks for the conference, which is on the 29th of July. 9 hours, $250. And think about it. You can come see me in Austin. It's $150 per class. Or if you do all 4 hours, all 3 hours, then you get that fourth hour, the coaching, the question and answer and discussion, the support group. You get that for $300. You can't beat that. So listen, I want to see you guys. Just Be Real say you have to invest in your healing. Join Dr. Brian in Austin as well as on Zoom for the conference. Absolutely. You guys don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys. You guys don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it because you're not this. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all. It's going to get to a point where these prices are not, because you got to remember when you go off into a location, you have to pay for the overhead, the food, the overhead, the room, all the stuff that goes with it, the sound. Do y'all know that the sound and stuff like that, that's like $3,000 to $4,000 just for the equipment to put, to get us speakers, to get us microphones and stuff like that. That's why in person is more expensive because of the expenditure, the expenditure. And so, and also you guys make sure that you register for Apostle Helen Sadler's conference that's coming up from the 11th to the 14th of August in Chicago, Illinois. So those of you that are in Chicago, make sure that you guys go register for that conference as well. You don't want to miss that. You're going to have myself. You're going to have Telsha with the T on the MPD. You're going to have Tasha Leland. You're going to have Bishop Kathy Gibson. You're going to have Dr. Willie Williams, Apostle Williams. That's our big brother. And of course, Apostle Helen Sadler, Karen Smith. You're going to see Karen, Cluster Be Free. And you don't want to miss that one. That one is off the chain too. You guys came to Hawaii and was at the Hawaii conference. I'm telling you, these conferences right here, I promise you, even my own conference, I went back. Listen, I went to Freddie. That's not welcome here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to let you go. You're going to have to, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. All right then. But anyway, like I was saying, let me get them up out of here. Let me get them up out of here because you're doing entirely too much. I do not want to marry you. Don't want to have your kids. So, go on somewhere with that. But I'm too old for all that. But anyway, as I was saying, listen, I'm telling you guys, I went back. You blocked them too? Thank you. Oh, you saw it? Okay. But listen, I'm telling you guys, I promise you guys, I went back in and to edit the video so that I can put it on YouTube for you. It's probably like 20, 26 minutes. So it's got me, my sister Bridget, you got my big brother Marcus Monroe, who won't be able to join us this year. So he's not going to be there this year. But I got clips of him talking, Marcus Monroe, my big sister Bishop Kathy, my mom, Pastor Helen Sadler. And I took clips from all of us talking, and I put enough clips in there to make like a 26 minute video. And that was from 8 o'clock to like 5 o'clock. That was 8 to 5 o'clock too, but I just took 26 minutes out of all that time so you can hear the power of the power of the speakers that you're listening to. And some of you guys that are struggling with healing, some of you guys that have been heartbroken and wondering why you are the way that you are, wondering why do I think this way? Why do I act this way? Why do I keep attracting these people? I'm telling you guys, unpacking your trauma. That's the conference, July 29th. Listen, go and make sure that you register. If you need to make payments, email me, Dr. Carmen Bryant, DrCarmenBryant at outlook.com. Let me know you want to set up payments. If you want to set up payments for the conference, or if you want to set up payments for Austin. Now, Austin, I'll meet you in Austin. We're going to be in Austin. Remember, each class 150, all three classes 300. And if you do all three classes, you'll get the fourth hour, the coaching, you're going to get the support, you're going to get the question and answers going over. We're going to be talking, get your workbooks and everything. And then after those 4 hours are up, we'll go out and we're going to go out to eat. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to go have lunch. We're going to enjoy each other's company. Okay. So make sure you register. If you go to overcomingnarcissistabuse.ticketleap.com, you'll always find what's going on there. And you can pick and choose what you want and where you want to go. So that is all for this evening. So I'm going to be doing this for the next 2 or 3 weeks to get you guys registered. I want you guys there. Listen, and listen, you guys. That's the Austin. That's Austin. So make sure you join me in Austin. Okay, I got the flyer up. So you guys make sure you join me in Austin. Okay. Make sure you join me in Austin. So that's it for this evening. I'm getting ready to go. I told you I wasn't going to be on long. I was just coming in for the next few weeks, for the next few Sundays. This is what I'm going to be talking about until we get to the conference, and then until I get to Austin. And when I get to Austin, I will see you guys in Austin. So I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for always supporting me. Thank you so much for always being here. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. You guys go and be great. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. You guys have a wonderful evening, okay?